All right, greetings. Today we just finished up our Trilogy challenge, actually yesterday, and at Beaver Branch. And what I'd like to do today is kind of do a comparison of the Bounty to the other discs that I throw from the Trilogy lineup. So yesterday we threw the Bounty in the Trilogy challenge, and it is a speed 4, glide 5, turn 1.5, and fade 0.5. The discs that I am comparing it to today are going to be the Fuse by Latitude. The Fuse is a speed 5, glide 6, turn -1 with a fade of 0. So very close. I thought it was going to be really close. And then I'm going to compare it to a slightly more stable mid-range, which is the Gatekeeper by Westside discs in the VIP plastic. So we got opto plastic for the Fuse, lucid plastic for the Bounty, and VIP plastic. So I believe it's pretty much the same type of plastics for all three of these. My prediction was that the Bounty would kind of sit somewhere between the Gatekeeper and the Fuse. So let's take a couple shots and see how they compare. Check it out. All right, so here are some field shots here. That basket that the disc is going towards is about like 280 feet. This is a Fuse, and you can see the Fuse on a nice hyzer snap will stand up straight and has very little fade as the numbers indicate. So I'm going to try to throw all three of these discs at exactly the same angle. Now this is going to be the Bounty. The Bounty has that little bit of turn, that -1.5, and still it has a 0.5 fade. So I think the numbers are really close. You see that very slight turn there. And that one it was a little bit into a headwind. Little breeze was going with that one. And here is the Gatekeeper with very dependable fade, cutting into that very slight head breeze. And this is another Gatekeeper. So I'm throwing two of each disc to try to get a pretty accurate review here. And here we go. I believe this is the Fuse shot, shooting the other way, hole 1 here at the branch. And you see hyzer snap, straight, and just very little fade. Very awesome disc. All right, up next we got the Bounty on the hyzer snap. You can see that -1.5 turn with the 0.5 fade at the end. Very useful flight pattern. I heard Eric Oakley mention it. It's like the mid-range version of the Maverick. I can agree with that. That is, or was, the Gatekeeper. You can see it was definitely a more stable disc. And here we're going back to the Fuse. Again, I'm in love with the Fuse. You can just hyzer snap it and it goes straight, holds that line. And up next is going to be the Gatekeeper again. This one I got over on a little bit, but you can see even when you get over on it, it still fades back at the end. And then last, our Bounty / our mid-range version of the Maverick. You can see that nice little bit of late turn. Very similar to the Maverick, but a mid. All right, so after throwing all three of these discs together, I hadn't thrown the Bounty until the day of the Trilogy challenge. The day of the challenge, I was expecting it to be in the end of a counterpart somewhere between a Rock and a Cobra, and I think it kind of was. I actually just got a message from another professional saying that they come like a beat up Rock out of the box, and that really is good, indicated by the flight numbers with that 4, 5, -1.5, and 0.5 with the fade. So definitely a control disc. You can definitely work it on a hyzer if you want and stretch your shot out. You can turn it over and play an anhyzer shot with it, or you can just work that straight line. I would say all of these discs in general from Trilogy have the best numbering system out of the box. It seems like the other companies, you have to kind of beat the disc into what the numbers are, where these numbers out of the box are very, very close to what you get. I would recommend a bounty. Trilogy challenges are now all ending, so you should be able to start purchasing them. I saw on the Dynamic site you can get the Stadium Challenge bounty on dynamicdisc.com. Very good disc. I think it really does sit kind of with the Fuse. I'm very much in love with the Fuse, but the bounty I think definitely has a spot next to it. And obviously I'm using the Gatekeeper for more hyzer shots, more into slight headwind slash playing that right to left shot for now. So in general, very good discs, great plastic, great flight numbering system. I give it 2 thumbs up. See you guys next time.